Our planet is drowning in plastic. From the deepest ocean trenches to the Arctic ice caps, plastic has infiltrated every corner of our natural world. This pervasive material, once hailed as a symbol of progress, now threatens the delicate balance of our ecosystems and the health of all living creatures, including ourselves. It's time to confront the uncomfortable truth about plastic and its devastating impact. We've grown accustomed to the convenience of plastic, readily embracing its single-use forms in our daily lives. But this reliance comes at a hidden cost, a consequence we can no longer ignore. The very qualities that make plastic so versatile, its durability and longevity, also make it a persistent threat to our environment and our well-being. The numbers tell a sobering story. Since large-scale plastic production began in the 1950s, we've produced an estimated 8.3 billion metric tons of plastic. Shockingly, only 9% of this has ever been recycled. The vast majority ends up in landfills, incinerators, or leaks into the environment, where it persists for hundreds, even thousands of years. The sheer scale of plastic production is staggering and unsustainable. Every year, millions of tons of plastic waste end up in our oceans, forming giant garbage patches and choking marine life. Plastic debris litters our beaches, pollutes our soil, and contaminates our water sources. The consequences of our plastic addiction are far-reaching and devastating. Plastic doesn't simply disappear when discarded. It breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces called microplastics, which permeate our environment and infiltrate the food chain. These microplastics have been found in seafood, table salt, bottled water, and even the air we breathe. The presence of microplastics in our food and water raises serious concerns about human health. While more research is needed to fully understand the long-term effects of microplastic ingestion, studies suggest potential links to hormonal disruptions, reproductive problems, and even cancer. We're only beginning to grasp the full extent of plastic's insidious impact on our bodies. Recycling is often touted as the solution to our plastic problem, but the reality is far more complex. While recycling plays a crucial role, it's not a magical fix. Many types of plastic are difficult or impossible to recycle, and even recyclable plastics often end up in landfills due to contamination or inadequate infrastructure. The truth is, we cannot simply recycle our way out of this crisis. We must drastically reduce our reliance on plastic, especially single-use plastics, and embrace more sustainable alternatives. The onus is on us to break free from the convenience culture that fuels our plastic addiction. Microplastics are not just an environmental hazard. They pose a direct threat to human health. These tiny particles can enter our bodies through ingestion and inhalation, accumulating in our organs and tissues over time. While the long-term consequences are still being studied, the presence of foreign substances in our bodies is a cause for concern. Research suggests that microplastics can interfere with hormone function, disrupt the endocrine system, and trigger inflammatory responses. The potential for these particles to disrupt delicate biological processes is a stark reminder that plastic pollution is not just an environmental issue, it's a personal health issue. The good news is that we have the power to turn the tide on plastic pollution. By embracing a combination of individual actions, policy changes, and technological innovations, we can create a future free from the scourge of plastic waste. Reducing our reliance on single-use plastics is paramount. We can choose reusable alternatives to plastic bags, bottles, and containers. Supporting businesses committed to sustainable packaging and waste reduction is another crucial step. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can significantly reduce our plastic footprint. While individual actions are essential, we must also hold the plastic industry accountable for its role in this crisis. Governments and regulatory bodies must implement stricter regulations on plastic production, promote the use of biodegradable materials, and invest in efficient waste management systems. Companies must take responsibility for the entire life cycle of their products from design to disposal. This includes reducing unnecessary plastic packaging, investing in innovative recycling technologies, and transitioning towards a circular economy that minimizes waste and encourages reuse. Every small action we take to reduce our plastic consumption adds up to a collective impact. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we send a powerful message to businesses and policymakers that we demand change. From refusing single-use plastics to supporting organizations working to combat plastic pollution, there are countless ways to get involved. Educate yourself and others about the issue, share your knowledge, and advocate for change in your community. Together, our individual actions can create a powerful movement for a plastic-free future. The next time you reach for a plastic bottle or accept a single-use plastic bag, pause and consider the true cost of your convenience. Challenge yourself to go a day, a week, or even a month without using single-use plastics. You might be surprised by how easy it can be to make a difference. The fight against plastic pollution is a battle we cannot afford to lose. It's a fight for the health of our planet, the well-being of future generations, and the preservation of the natural world we cherish. The time for action is now. Or